Hello everybody. I'm filming this video on a Saturday night rather than my usual Sunday because tomorrow I'm going down to Sydney for the All Forward Day. That is, all things going well. Well, this last week, just yesterday in fact, had a concrete slab laid in the backyard, which will be home a double garage of some description. Either it's going to be like a garage with workshop, with one roller door, or whether I'll get two roller doors and one roller door won't really be operational. It's basically for one car mainly. Either the 1988 Brock Ford Fairmont Gaia that sits behind me where I film, it might be going to the other garage, or my Mark II Ford Escort RS 2000 been sitting over at my mother's place for the last 22 years since it's been out of that garage, but it'll be coming back here, and various car parts and odds and ends that I've got at Mum's will be going in my shed, as well as clearing out this shed. So anyway, I'll get on with the video. I'll point out earlier tonight my team, the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs, had another win. I don't know what's going on there. That's like 2 or 3 in a row now, after what wasn't looking like a particularly promising season. The tide might be turning. But anyway, enough about that, and I'll get on with some diecast. Now, first up, got some Matchbox. Now, this is a 2019. I'll put my glasses on. It's a Ram ambulance. This is from the latest series of Matchbox. I went down to my local Woolies, and there had been a fresh box delivered, and it'd already been well and truly picked. So yes, I was gonna say it's diecast base. I think diecast body. But definitely the back of this ambulance, EMS paramedic, is plastic. But I mean, it looks the part, so yeah, it's a good one for what it is. And next up is the 2019 Ram ambulance, but this is the moving parts version. I will open it. Right. I guess the thing with this, you'll be able to see a comparison between the moving parts and an ordinary matchbox. Well, straight away, die-cast back, definitely a die-cast body. It's got an interior. Plastic base. Yeah, they're different. This one's got the nudge bar. This one's got the headlight detail and the flashing lights on the grille. They're very similar. This one's got no light detail. This one's doors open. So, oops, don't want to crash the ambulance. Where's my little stick on? Now, I've got this little stick. This is something I got with one of the 118 models that I collect. Come on. Okay. All right. In the back, you've got a bed. You can't see a lot else. Yeah, definitely need a torch. Yeah, so, yeah, the old black window. Yeah, but the same, but different. Next up, got this Mercedes-Benz Sprinter ambulance. And it says it's a 2024 model. Now, this is the Mercedes. Once again, this is all plastic. So I expect that Dodge Ram body, that may be plastic too, not just the back. This does have a metal base. It's got some good detail at the back, including the Mercedes-Benz badge and all the lights. But unfortunately on the front, you got a little Mercedes badge on the top of the bonnet, but the grille's not painted in, unfortunately. Yeah, so... yeah, this is the MEMT. So that's pretty good. Three ambulances. I'll move to some Hot Wheels. Got some neon speeders. Well, got one to begin with. This is a 2004 Mazda Speed Miata. This one's actually pretty decent in a way. These are sort of like a Silver Series, so you get taillight detail and badging, headlight detail, indicators. Yeah, that one's actually pretty decent. I guess if these were under the light long enough and then you turn the lights off, being neon, they should glow in the dark, I guess. Now, this one's the Honda S800 Racing. This is from the Rally Racers series. I'm not sure whether I've got this one. Once I have my new garage, I'll be able to arrange all my Hot Wheels again. I'll go through my cataloguing. But if I do have this one already, that's one that can be opened, perhaps. Because I can't see myself selling it, because I think that one's a bit of a peg warmer for some reason. The Lancia Rally 037. Yeah, this one's... It's a good casting of this particular car. It's not one of Lancia's best looking cars, but that's the point. They weren't designed for their looks, these things. I'm pretty sure these were a Group B weapon. So a very rapid little car. That's a metal base too. The Honda isn't. So that's pretty cool. Definitely looking for the Mark II Escort RS2000. There's a Datsun 510 and an Audi. Yeah. These were the last two left on the pegs, of course. So got another neon speeder. This is a 22, wearing the number 22. Ford Maverick Custom. Yeah, I do like this casting. I've got a yellow mainline and a metallic blue one, and I really like the casting. So this one was definitely one I was going to get. I think these are probably a lot like the Ford Ranger that Ford Australia designs, but is manufactured over in Thailand. Yeah, they could have been manufactured in Australia, and it probably would have saved the Ford Motor Company, but on the negative side, they would have been very expensive. I must say, even though I'm a die-hard Ford person, I'd never actually had a a Ford Ranger. I've heard some horror stories about them, like maintenance-wise, and yeah, not something I'd touch. This next one. This one I've had for a little while. Been meaning to slot it into a video. Nothing up with it at all. It's a 20 Dodge Challenger Hellcat in this grey colour. Yeah, I do like that. That's quite a good looking thing. So found another Ferrari, the SF90 Stradale. I don't know whether you would have seen on the news if you're in Australia. A SF Stradale Ferrari got ridden off on the Gold Coast. It went off the road at perhaps speed. I don't know. I can't say for sure. Yeah, and it split in two. It was the red one. Yeah, the behind the driver's door, the engine part of the vehicle and rear engine hatch went off the car, and I seen a bloke that owned it doing a video, or the bloke that owned it, and he appeared to be quite normal. So even though his car was totaled, he walked away without any injury. I mean, it sucks that the car is destroyed, I guess, but I think that's a safety thing. The car's meant to separate like that, apparently. Don't know if that's true, but that's what they were saying. Okay, this one's a pop culture. This is from Deadpool. I've never actually seen this Deadpool. Is it a movie? I don't know, but yeah, I like the postcard. Greetings from Deadpool. Wish you weren't here. That's good. I think this is a recycled Spider-Man Dune buggy. Ah, yeah, look, Spider-Mobile Dead Buggy. Yeah, there's been a Deadpool, what is it, food truck, which I have. And there's been a Deadpool scooter as well, which I also have, a Vespa. Yeah. I don't know, I'll have to find out about this Deadpool. Yeah. I don't know. I like something about that character seems interesting. It's a Marvel, I think. Yeah, it is a Marvel character. So, yeah, I'll have to look into it. Cool character. Now, this one was a lucky find at my local Kmart last week. That Deadpool I found on the pegs at the same time. I do have one of these FJ60 wagons. I've known a couple of people that have had FJ60 wagons in this colour, but both of theirs had the barn doors on the back rather than the lift back, which is a more upper spec model. Yeah. Yeah, I bought one of these at not a swap meet, but the Comic-Con I sold some cars out last year. Yeah, so that's, yeah. I mean, I might keep it in the series. I do have 4, well, I'll show the 4th one in a minute. But this Dodge Charger, which is Dom's car, I think like the green Mitsubishi Eclipse from the last 5 batch. Oh no, there was a Mazda RX-7 after that. That was near impossible to find, so I'm expecting Dom's Charger will be like that. Anyhow, this is the other one I found. This is a 1970 Dodge Challenger RT. I'm not sure that I've got this casting. Not from Fast and the Furious. Maybe I do, but yeah, this one's pretty nice. Usually I find most of the Hot Wheels are pretty spot on in the premiums like this, you know, and these, I think were $9, these, but I mean, you know, you look at other 164s that are, well, $20 like the Oz Wheels, $30 like the Authentics. Well, $29, you might as well say 30. It's close enough. Yeah. And you get this for $9. You'll still get some of these for $8 if they're a Boulevard. Maybe the Fast and Furious was $8. Yeah, maybe. I'd have to look at the docket of that one. Okay, we'll get back to some Matchbox. Yeah, this is the 1986 Ford F-150. Yeah, this is pretty decent. It's got headlight details, Ford badge, indicators in the front of the grille, tail lights on the side, not in the middle. I guess fake wood grain. It's got the plastic insert in the tray. Yeah, that's to save money on Diecast, and I have heard that Diecast has gone up, so I don't know whether it'll affect Matchbox and Hot Wheels, but there is a Mad Max 118 model that I'm going to get, and it's being made in resin because the cost of die-cast has gone off, and I think it's related to the current war that we've got going on over in Iran. Yeah, so anyway, this is the one I forgot to show last week. I found this at a Best and Less store. Yeah, Best and Less, if you're near one, they're worth checking for, see what die-cast they got. Obviously, it's a clothing store, but yeah, they're the only place that I know that sells these Trax fleet in Australia. I mean, there are other retailers that sell them, but the big places like Big W, Kmart, Target, I wouldn't say Reject Shop because they don't sell anything like this anyway, but normally with Best and Less, you find their die-cast is a bit dearer, but sometimes you do find stuff at Best and Less, like in your mainline cars or even some of your premiums, that you will find on the pegs, whereas if you go to your Big W, Target, Kmart's, the scalpers will take them all. But for some reason, you do find cars at Best and Less. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the Dakar Rally. And this is like a raid truck. I think that's got a karting thing. Yeah, I think it's like a bit of a tow truck. So if only somebody made a decent Dakar type rally raid vehicle, I'd be able to put it on the back of this. But anyway, this is good. There is a Porsche 911 off-roader with a camper trailer on the back. I believe that's for sale at Best and Less. I think it's the same one that I found over in Bali. Like, same colour. So, yeah, I was really happy to find this because I love watching the Dakar Rally every year, and these trucks are some are used for recovery and mechanics on boards, but some of them are like outright competitors. The truck class at Dakar's very competitive. It's like watching elephants racing because they're so big. It's amazing they get across the desert so quickly. Now, this one, a super lucky find. Of course, the mainline version wasn't there, but the moving parts pegs had just been stocked when I went in the store. I wish the box was as fresh, but this well and truly makes up for it. I couldn't believe I found this. Super stoked. Now, this is very similar to the other casting, but one thing that's different, this has got a complete roof. Whereas the other, I think, is an old camper conversion. And they just, rather than do a new casting of the body, they yep, the door opens on this, which is pretty good. And you can tell it's a left-hand drive one, because if this was a right-hand drive vehicle, the door wouldn't open. Oh yeah, it's got, well, it's like the seats are folded down into a mattress by the looks. Yeah. But this is a nice casting. It reminds me of a T2 van my next door neighbour had, although it was a camper. And it was a genuine doormobile conversion. Apparently super rare in Australia. I didn't know that when he had it, of course. It was only later on. So today, being that it was rare like that, it'd probably be worth a bit of money. But who knows, someone might have rescued it from the wreckers and it might be on the run. The orange and white looks really good. So I will face it that way for the moving part. All right, one more. This is my favourite find. This is the Ford GT40. Yeah, this one, being an avid Ford person, I mean, the GT40's the king because Ford won 1966, 67, 68 and 69. So, you know, that's pretty special. Yeah, no General Motors vehicle has achieved that feat. So, not to my knowledge. I think Cadillac built a Le Mans type racer because there's a Hot Wheels casting. So I think it's a real thing. And of course, Cadillac are in Formula One now in the Andretti team. Yeah, this got the opening hatch, which is nice, and it's die-cast, the hatch. But looking at the motor's pretty, yeah, not so good. So I'll put that in the middle. Yeah, so that's definitely my favourite. That's nice. Okay, I'll bring the video to a conclusion. Wish you the best. Thank you for watching the video as always. Hope you're in great health. Till the next video.